Timothy Luke Fairbanks. I'm a recovering addict. The purpose of this podcast, anonymous continued. My mom passed away suddenly from a heart attack, and my parents were divorced before I was born, which ultimately led to a 2 year custody battle, which led with one parent for 2 years, and then the next one. And during them 2 year custody battles, I happened to be staying with my mother, and well, I remember riding my bike home from school one day, and my brothers pulled up beside me and told me to get home, and that's when they told me the news. And I walked through the door hearing the news. It was breaking me in a way a child shouldn't even have to experience at a young age. So I think that ultimately hurt me more than anything. But a few weeks later, well, life after that, I had to move in with my father. It was filled with alcoholism and abuse. He owned bars. I was learning to drive him home at 10 and 11 years old. Um, but yeah, then one night after he beat me so bad, I packed up all my things and left. My brother took me in for a moment, and I thought things might get better, but he tried to let me live out my childhood as best as possible. Him and my sister-in-law, they did the best they could, but ultimately I chose the route that I chose. But not even a few weeks later, I was introduced to meth, not just using it, but cooking it. At that age, I thought it was cool, fun. I didn't understand the danger at all. All I saw was a way to escape the pain. For the next 5 to 7 years, meth controlled my life. I was doing whatever it took to get the next box to the next bottle to shake and bake. I learned how to cook it fast, cheap, and well. So I had the drug of choice, and I only had to spend less than not even $10 to get a box. So that was a little bit of rundown what it was before addiction. So my next episode will be more about telling in depth of what addiction looks like for me and what the steps that I took to eventually, 37 years later, finally get the gist of things. I'm still a year and a half sober, still new in this recovery, still learning. It's an everyday learning process. It's a journey that I've learned that I'm ready to take every day. That it's a best way to live life that I know today. These 12 steps have taught me a lot. And I hope that this podcast and these episodes and these things can find people that may have just struggling right now. Just know that you're not alone and that you matter. You really, really matter. That is the whole goal of my purpose of all this. So I'm grateful that y'all are following. And I hope that y'all enjoyed it and that maybe, who knows, you might touch you so much that you might decide that you want to change and try to be sober because I'm here for you, rooting you on. I have had relapses in my story. It's not everybody's story, but I happen to have one. And we get further in on that here on next episodes. We get in depth about the real raw recovery and addiction. So thank you. God bless. And remember, you matter and I love you.